Hi folks, how are you all doing today? I'm back with a brand new video again. So today we will be learning about how to create a quiz app, right? So you will be understanding how to use radio buttons today. So we will be using few design components which I've not used earlier in our previous apps, right? And today we are going to create a multi-screen app. So I hope you will be understanding how to handle multiple screens today, along with that, how to use radio buttons also. Okay, so let's quickly get started with the app, right? Where you can absolutely understand a few very new things which you have not done earlier in our series, right? So let's quickly get started. Before starting off, I would like to tell you that so if you have not watched my previous videos, please do go back to my channel Folx Hub, open the playlist Applab and do check out all my videos in a sequence. And if you're not understanding anything, please repeat the video again and again. So do watch it again and again to understand how is it working and do follow the same steps which I am guiding you to do, right? So yes, so let's start with the quiz app today. So our purpose for today is to create a quiz app where you will be learning about radio buttons and multi-screen applications, right? And design. So let's start with the design. So I'm already on the design tab in my quiz application. So I'm on the screen one. Let's apply a very beautiful theme for our app. So I would choose playtime. This looks so cool, a yellow, pretty yellow color, right? So I want to first give an introduction screen, right? So what is this app all about? So that's why I'm just dragging off a label. I will write the text as general knowledge quiz, and let's just give the x value as 0. Then I would also like to give the y value as 50 so that the position starts from here. And then we can increase the width and height, right? So I would like to give the complete width 320 because I want to increase the font size for this. So that's why. And height can be 155. So let's just increase the font size to 47. Yeah, I hope this is good. And it seems to be towards the left side. So I just want it to be in the center. So yes, this is looking good now. And let's also add a button. So I'm just dragging off a button over here. So I'll place it here in the middle. I think I have to increase exposition a little bit. I think this seems good. Now, so on the button, we can write start quiz, start quiz. So this is gonna be our first screen, right? On which we are just creating an introduction screen kind of, right? Where I have a general knowledge quiz as the title kind of the app. And then we have a start quiz button. So let's design another screen. We already know how to create screens, right? So you can click on new screen to create a new screen like this, right? So you can give any ID for your screen. So I'm writing it as screen 2. Okay. So, or you can write, you can give another ID saying Q1 screen because this is question one screen where we will be designing the question one over here, right? And then in the next screen, we'll do question two, and the next screen will do question three. Okay. So, let's again start off with the question, right? So to display the question, we know we have to have a label on the screen. So I'm writing the text now. My first question will be, who is current prime minister of India. Okay, so this is gonna be our first question. Who is current Prime Minister of India? Okay, and then so we have to change the x and y values. So I'm just changing the x value so that I'm writing it as 0 so that it starts off from the left side. And y value, I just want to give 55 so that it starts from there. And let's give the width as 320 so that it occupies the entire screen, right? And the height as 50. Now let's increase the font size. So font size to 20 so that, yes, this occupies the complete label now, right? You can also change the text alignment to center for it to look good, right? So you can do this. And now question is done. Now we have to give options to the user, right? So without the options, how can he choose the correct answer, right? So I'm just dragging radio button over here. So I will just give the radio button ID as radio button 1, right? And then we can change the X and Y positions. So I'm just changing the X position as 35 and Y position as 140, right? So let it be here. And we can duplicate the radio buttons because I want to give 4 options to my user, right? So I will be just clicking on duplicate, duplicate, duplicate 3 times. Okay, so let's adjust the position of the second radio button. So I'm just writing the radio button ID as radio button 2, x value as the same x value 35, and y value, let's increase this to 170, right? Then third radio button, so I'm renaming this as radio button 3, x position as 35, y position as 190, or let's give 200. Perfect. Then let's change the fourth one also. So I'm writing the x position as 35, y position as 230. Okay, and radio button 4. Perfect, right? So radio buttons are present, but to give the options, again, we need labels for it to write the option. So I'm just dragging off one label. So I will write the first option as Jawahar, Jawaharlal Nehru. And let's just give the x value as 70 and y value 140. Let it be 140. Then we can duplicate this one. So I'm just duplicating it 3 times. So I'm not, I will just adjust this by changing the x and y values. So I'm writing the x value as 70 and y value as 170. Let's change the option here. So I'm writing the option as Narendra Modi. Okay. Then so let's just click on the third option. So I'm just writing the third option as Manmohan Singh. Then x value is 70, y value will be 200. Then last option, so x value is 70, y value is 230, perfect. So I just want to change this option as Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Gandhi. Okay, so we have 4 options now, right? So to tell the user that whether he is choosing the correct option or not, so we have to place a label also for that, right? So I'm just dragging out a label and I'm placing this over here. I'm just changing the text, sorry, width as 250, height as 30. Then I will change the font size to be 25, changing the text alignment as center. Then I will change the x and y values also. So x position 35 and y position is 300. Perfect, right? So let's remove the text. This label will be empty. And once he's choosing the option, then we'll display the text on this label, right? So I just want to rename this label as result label 1 because this is question 1. So sorry, result label 1 for question 1, right? And we have to then go to the second question screen, right? So that's why I'm just placing a button so that it's like a trigger for this to move to the next screen. Okay, so I will just write next. Okay, so this is all about our first question screen, but this is not really enough, right? So we can't really have only one question in our quiz app, right? So we have to duplicate this complete screen now. Okay, so what I will do, I will just click on the screen, then I will click on duplicate. So it has really created another screen now, naming screen 5, right? So I don't want this to be named as screen 5. Instead, I want it to be Q2 screen. So I'm writing Q2 screen. Okay. So I will just click on this label, change the question. So I'm writing my second question. Who is 15th President of India? Okay. So I'm 15th. Who is 15th President of India? Fine. So we need not change any other thing here because already everything is set, right? So I'm just changing the options by clicking on this and nothing else need to be changed, right? So I'm writing Pratibha Patil. Okay. So then second option will be, I'm just changing this to Pranab Mukherjee. Pranab Mukherjee. And then third option. So I'm writing the third option as Draupadi Murmu. Draupadi Murmu. And last option as Ramnath Kovind. Okay. So Ramnath Kovind. Okay. This is all about the Q2 screen. And we have only one last thing. So I will just duplicate this screen. I am only creating three question quiz. Okay, if you want you can actually improvise this and make multiple questions also, no problem. Okay, so I'm writing Q3 screen with this. So this is gonna be our third question. So who wrote Indian Constitution? Who wrote Indian Constitution? And the other things will remain same, right? We just need to change the options. So the option will be Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi. The next option is Rajendra Prasad. And the next option is V. V. Giri. and the last option will be B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, so this is all. And if you want to give a last screen saying thank you for attempting the quiz, yes, you can absolutely do that by adding a new screen. So I'll just quickly add a new screen, and this is the end screen, right? So I will just place a label on this one, and I will write thank you for attempting the quiz. Okay, so let's just increase the font size to 40. Text alignment as center. Then I will place the label over here. Let's give the width as 320. Let's just change the exposition as 0. I think we have to decrease the height a little bit. So let's just decrease the height. Okay, so I think this is better. And Y position, we can still increase the Y position to 150. Okay, good, right? So this is all. This is how we have designed the app, right? And you can actually go to the other screens. So let's suppose I want to go to Q3 screen now. So on the Q3 screen, you can see here the correct answer of who wrote Indian Constitution is B.R. Ambedkar. So I'm just clicking on this radio button. This is radio button 16. So instead of writing radio button 16, I will write Q3 answer. Okay, so this is going to be our option. And for the other things, we will be coding saying radio button 15, radio button 14, and radio button 13. So these three buttons will be wrong answers, right? So while coding, we have to just see these options and we have to write it. Okay, so and for Q2 screen, here, Draupadi Murmu is the correct answer. So I will just write this as Q2 answer, Q2 ANS. Okay. So then let's go to other screen, Q1 screen. Here, Narendra Modi is the correct answer. So I will write the ID as Q1 answer. Okay. So the other radio buttons will now definitely be wrong answers only, right? So while coding, we have to make sure that we are changing these things properly and we are adjusting this properly, right? So and whenever you click on the next button, it will take you to the next screen. Okay, so this is all gonna be our design for the app. Okay, so in the next video we'll meet again to start writing the code for our quiz app, right? So I don't want my video to be so lengthy, so I'm just making this into two parts. Okay, so now we have successfully completed the design, and in the next video we will be seeing how to code our quiz app. Okay, so bye bye guys, have a great day all. Please do like, comment and share. Subscribe to my channel Folx Hub, right? So I will be meeting you in the next video by where we will be coding the quiz app.